Hey guys, what is up? I am Devildriven. This week I got McPoyle with me. How's it going with McPoyle?
I'm doing great, thanks.
We had a amazing session with the McPile. Hyperthin's back, and it's got Triss that's Marigold on here, but it looks like Tibor. Uh, Now you said that you got the idea of this from Neverhood, correct?
Yeah, I think he created that list and I yoinked it. And it's him.
Yoinked. Very
I think
cool.
that's the proper term.
Right.
And it's been doing really great for me so far.
Can't,
And not only for me, as you'll see from the video.
absolutely, yeah. Can confirm the list is legit. The first game, you guys, we run into a fellow TLG member, Saber97. So, yeah, get ready for that. But let's go through the cards. So Royal Decree's in it. Preferred targets, or anything but Tibor. You know what I mean? You're gonna thin through your list, so you should have maybe like Tibor and say like Zarthisius or Triss or something like that to pull. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, and you can use it even early to find
Yeah, because if you don't find
basically,
Vigo, that can get awkward.
yeah,
You gotta get the
exactly.
brigades out.
But yeah, of course, preferably you keep it so that by the end of the so that both Yen and Zartisius and Chris have guaranteed buff from Tibor.
Right, right. Tibor, you never want him in hand, and if it feels like you're getting bled round 2, you might not want it in hand. Like if it's a round where you're maybe gonna pass or whatever in round 2, maybe keep it so you could for sure mulligan it. But if it feels like you're gonna get bled, you might not want this in hand because you don't want to play this from hand. That's gonna be super bad.
If it's your last card, then you have to play it if you're getting bled. So yeah, that's really not good for your deck overall.
No. Vilgefortz, for the most part, you're going to use it offensively, to burn like a 3 or a 2 or something like that, and then you pull your 13. So, it ends up being like, 17 point
17.
play? Yeah. 17,
Yeah.
16 point play. Still really, really strong. I mean, that's on par with Gord right there. So, that's a pretty big
Yes.
heavy hitter, and it's not green strength, so that's
Exactly.
awesome.
Unless they have something like tile remove, yeah. But and you get 2 units, so it usually trades up as a last say versus anything you're even if you don't have the last say.
Right, and it's not the end of the world if you are card down. Especially against like Mystic Echo and stuff like that, because they need like a lot of units on the board. The dwarves need a lot of units on the board for the oak. They need a lot of units on the board if they're playing what's the one that buffs for however many dwarves are on the board. You know what I mean? They need a lot of units on the board, so even if they're a card down, some of their stuff in a short round is going to suck pretty bad.
Well, you potentially play Zartisius for 18 and 18 and Yennefer for 16, so
right.
Those are really good power plays that you want to keep for round 3.
Absolutely, yeah. Zarthisius, I mean, your primary pull is to, buff it, like you said, for 18 with Tibor. I mean, if he does pull a special, it's still not that bad. The problem is where you want to try to thin your list so that Tibor is the last card in the deck. That's where you run into problems.
Last unit for sure. So in round 3, after all the thinning is done, the only unit you want to have in your deck is Tibor.
Right. Triss, she's a nice answer for Oak, especially if they, decide to use it for like an offensive instead of, green strength thing. You might be able to nuke the whole thing. She's hitting for, 13. That's pretty awesome. Yennefer, you know, she can buff something that, you know, your opponent maybe is trying to kill. Maybe they're playing like vampires and they got Gale. You know, you might be able to save it from, you know, getting cracked with that. Other possibilities.
Yeah, that's a really good way to play it.
Yeah, it's
Or
just
maybe you get some engine for from Remedy or something else, so you can like buff the defender so they can't interact with your board in any other way.
yeah, they can't keep it going. Marching orders, primary pulls, you know, or Vigo or Menno. You have to be careful with it on the Sweers because Triss is also 3. So if you still have Triss in there, you might not want to try to 50-50 that because that'll not turn out so well for you. But it's still just another thinning option. Same thing with War Council. You know, if you only have like 3 units in there or 1 unit, you know, you play this, you could play one of the specials still in there. That usually works out pretty well too. The War Council, I love that they made this card. It makes Nilfgaard like. Granted, they're always pretty good at thinning, but it just it feels good to look at, you know, options you can possibly pull out of your deck early on, kind of like as this fail safe. I love the card. I think it's great.
You could possibly like play or some other card that synergizes. The thinning for this deck is paramount, so
right.
War Council is really great in this deck.
Yeah. Sweers, you know, if you're going up against Mystic Echo, you can pull that. Yoink one of their berserkers. You know, it's really, really great, especially if they only go one at a time. You know, you steal one, they still have one on the board. You kill the other one maybe with you know, an assassination. And then you have the engines now, they don't. It's really great. Sweers right now is definitely a hard counter for the Mystic Echo decks, I feel.
Exactly, and also for NR you can steal their archer, which is like huge.
Oh yeah, that's another good 3 there. Menno, you know, pull your answer. You know, if it feels like there's something on the board that you need to get rid of, you know, don't be scared to use it for just a tourney joust. You don't want your opponent getting extra value on you. You know, same thing with assassination. You know, it's just, you know, don't be, because you really want to win round 1 to bleed round 2 with this deck, correct?
Yeah.
It's kind of greedy in that line that you just want to win round 2, especially against, you know, I mean like right now we didn't run into it, but like say Syndicate, you know, how far would you bleed Syndicate? Would you say you still want to bleed them pretty good?
Yeah, you want to bleed pretty hard, and usually you have to bleed either Louisa or maybe Azar, and in the second round, and then you can stop, because both Louisa and Azar hasn't a huge amounts of tempo. So if you like 6 points up, you are usually safe to continue bleeding.
Right.
And also leader helps, because if they play the count, which is like 6 points, and this is the Yoink 6, so that's one of the best Yoink targets you're gonna get, and that's a huge swing.
Yep, absolutely. Vigo, you know, you want to pull the brigades, so you never want brigades in hand. Experimental remedy, you know, it's, you know, some of the, you know, bronze engines that people play in round 1, you know, if you could start pulling these in round 2 against them, these cards come up huge, especially if you do have like an assimilate on the board or something like that. It really screws them over, being able to steal their units like that. In Skellige, it's brutal. Granted, Skellige, nobody's really playing them, but you steal their units out of the graveyard, and boy, they're pissed when you steal their like priest or their boat, because they're in trouble.
Especially since they have Freyas, and they might for them.
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah. Brigades we mentioned. Diplomacy. You know, it's just there's many synergies with the assimilate with Vigo and the Diviner, but I mean, really, you're just kind of like delaying the inevitable. You just want to play cards just so your opponent has to play cards. If you get something cool with it, awesome. You just don't want to fall super behind. Like in the one game, you we bled them down to like 4 cards or 5 cards. And you gotta pick your pass. You don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole when you're bleeding, because you might end up screwing yourself over, and both your big units might get nuked by, say, like Syndicate double poison, or double poison and Morlease or something. So you got to be careful.
Yeah, you have to like ask yourself: is the card that you play is worth than the card that the opponent plays? Because your hand might not be that good, so you just play Assassination or Tony Jaws from hand while they play some gold that is worth like 10 or 12 points.
Right. The Venendals, they were on average like 8 or 9. I mean, they're just really nice tempo plays. You play this turn 1, you play Vigo, or you play Menno to answer one of their engines, and it's really hard for your opponent to not spend some super expensive cards to catch up with the tempo you're putting out in like 2 or 3 cards.
With this many tactics, it's usually like 9 or 10 points if you play it at the beginning of the round. So it's a really strong card for 5 revisions.
Diviner, just another assimilate. It's also an answer mostly for defenders, correct? Like if you feel like you're going up against...
Continue?
I mean, like certain defenders you can't yoink, if you're going up against like monsters, they got the Cave Troll, that's 7, so you have no way to get around that. So if you want to start doing damage on their side of the board, you got to purify that as quick as possible.
The other thing is you can use it defensively as well to like clear poisons from your big units, or maybe take out the bounty.
Or bleeding, absolutely. Yeah, the card, they're just really nice cards. I mean, they get, they're an answer for something that's negative on your side of the board, and then they can possibly grow with, other cards that you have in the deck with, the diplomacy and stuff. And then your final 2 cards, 30 Joust. I mean, if you have one in hand, it's, it is what it is. You're just more than likely going to kill one of their engines. In the mirror, if they are a hefty Helge friend, that's going to feel super good. And the battle prep is your mulligan fodder. I mean, it has uses on the brigades and stuff, but primarily you don't want to be pulling these cards. You just want to leave them in the deck. And then just high roll with Zarthisius and hit that 13 instead of the 2 battle preps that are in your deck, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So here's a couple games, guys. First game against fellow TOG member Saber97. He's had some time off, so he's still making the climb. But me and McPoyle were able to put our heads together and take him down.
It was a tough match.
It's it's a good show match. I think it showcases the deck really well against an elite player. Saber97 is, in my book, probably in the top 10 Gwent players without a doubt. I have the utmost respect for the dude, and I've played so many of his lists I can't even count that high, and I suck at counting. So.
And last season's number 1.
Absolutely,
if I remember correctly.
Absolutely, yeah. The dude's a machine. So nothing but love for Saber97, except for in this game because we had to win. But and then the next one I think was I forget what we played against next.
It was one was a Mystic Echo match against.
Yeah, they were both Mystic Echo, but one was Dwarves and one was
the last
Harmony.
One was Dwarves and the other one was Harmony, yeah.
Yeah, and then I think it showcases the deck really well, guys. If you're looking to play some great Sun, I think this is the way to go. It definitely puts some points on the board, and I think it catches people off guard too, because they see that Yoink 6 and they're probably looking for like assimilates and stuff like that, but that's not where it's going.
Yeah, that's another way to play the Nilfgaard. So, and this deck is really consistent, so you don't have to rely on RNG to get your cards that you want, and you don't. A lot of people expect assimilate, so they keep their Thunders for either for Elder Bears like Stefan, And then when you play a 15-point unit, it might trade up a lot to Azul Thunder, for example.
Right, absolutely. But here's a couple games, guys. Make sure you check out teamleviathangamingtlg for, if you haven't checked out the meta snapshot, check that out. There's a lot of other things on there. Crafting guides if you're new. Lots of new players. The amount of people that have been subscribing is just overwhelming. My email is just like, I just thank you guys so much. But here's a couple games. Me and McPoyle will see you at the end.
Yeah, good luck. Hope you enjoyed.
All right, Mr. Gecko versus Saber.
Wow. Okay.
All right, so we're of the brigade. We gotta get serious, man. We gotta get serious.
Yeah. Can't lose to ranked players, Kappa.
So we go.
Yeah, one remedy is too much. And
so it's the battle of the TLG wits here.
Let's see. 2 versus 1, kind of unfair, but
I hope. For our sake, I hope. Alright.
I hope he's well, knowing Saber, he's probably jamming Gord or
Yeah. Alright. So we lead off with the Venendal, right? He blew us a kiss. I saw that.
Of course.
Oh, dude. Sage! So we smoked that, right? With the assassination?
So, okay, let's see what we're working here. I think we always just acid.
Or do we play our Venendal first? No, because then we can't kill it, right?
Then we can't kill it if it goes to 6, so acid can. We lose 1 point, but gain potentially a huge lot more.
We could steal one.
Exactly.
Do we do that now?
Is nigh.
Or do we play the Venendal first?
I think that's his second one, so I think we just jousted with Menno, to be honest.
Okay.
So he wasted both of them. Yeah. I think that's the best way to go about it, because now he lost his 2 big tempo plays. So we can't allow him to grow, because if he puts some unit next to it and it grows to 6, so we have a problem on our hands.
Right. So this is Gord. This is the Gord list.
Yeah, for sure. This is the Gord one.
So now we're gonna drop the Venendal.
Yeah. Most likely.
Fob into
Wind whistles Willow's whip.
Company. So next he's gonna play Monroe.
Most likely, yeah. And unfortunately, there's not much we can do about that.
No. So do we go Venendal, then we steal a remedy with a Sage?
Yep.
So
we go Venendal right now.
It plays for 6 or 8. Well, that's not too bad. We're still up.
Well, that's about to be changed soon.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, it's just tempering. Okay.
Oh, he's
8. How do we get 8 points? To stay even.
Well, we can go decree for Artorius.
Okay. That seems pretty good, right?
Seems decent to me. We got some extra thinning.
You will not regret this, good sir.
1 point, 2 points. Very cool.
Ooh. So he's not overcommitting.
Oh.
That's like part of him. And yeah, now he goes ham. Spheres would be pretty nice here.
Right. So we go battle prep on one of these? Or do we?
Yes.
Or do we?
Yeah, we go battle prep because like we need armor. Although we could go sage, but I don't think we're winning this round, to be honest. Well, we could try, but okay. If you want to win this round, we might as go for sage.
Okay. Or do we go diviner first and then sage?
We could do that as well.
We might lose one of the ones.
I divined this move from a sparrow's
fine.
innards.
Oof. So now we're out. Oh.
Yeah, he's quite a few points up.
So he's 11 up. 12, 13.
So we need yeah. We need 16 and 2. So Sage is 4 and yeah, we no, it's too slow.
So
I think we're out.
We're out. So now we just have to hope he doesn't draw justice.
Well, we can be uninteractive friends for a while.
Right. We have to drop the T-Bor, right?
Yeah, we have to drop the T-Bor, and we have to drop
The prep.
the battle prep, yeah.
Okay. Oh, he's bleeding. He's in it.
Of course he is.
So we just yoink that, huh?
Would you rather I crushed your head or
not
rip
yet.
it clean off?
Well, we might as well play the elite.
So we play the elite and yoink? Or no?
Like, do we have to yoink right now? Or when he hasn't committed his leader? I don't think so.
What engines? Well, he already played Monroe, so these aren't going to play. His leader ability is company. So we just play the Venendal.
Yeah, like, he played already Monroe, and has, like, the dwarf synergy that we need to really worry about. And, of course, we could commit leader right now, too. We don't need to. That's the thing. Not yet, at least.
It's time.
So, it's...
Fog.
Oh, well. Fog is fine. So, I think right now we can steal one of the sages.
Steal one of the sages.
Yeah, resurrect them with a remedy.
Oh, okay, okay. So we're going... Do we go back row or we stay on fog row?
Back row.
My prescription, a bit of bloodletting.
Although, he probably kills them, so...
How does he kill him?
But,
One with oak?
well,
Oh, thunder.
he has plenty of removals. So we can take the safe bet and just steal the Berserker, or we can try to high roll the Sage.
He's played one lightning so far. They run two, right?
They have some other stuff for removal as well. But, I mean, we might as well steal Sage and just hope for the best.
I must re-examine the manuscripts.
War Council.
No mercy!
No, he goes on to Oak. Oh, no. Not Oak.
Dance! Dance! Dance with my death!
So this dies.
Yeah.
Do we yoink now so we could possibly Voga Forts his oak? Or do we just... I mean, 10... Can we do 10... We could do 10 points and 2 cards. We just go diplomacy?
That's what I'm thinking. Just diplomacy, and maybe we get some engine. Because at 6, he can't kill the sage.
So we go matron.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's
You should
5 points.
You watched over
Decent
between your
enough.
teeth, like so.
Yeah, it brings it up to a 7. He's only got
Yeah,
5.
So he can't oak it.
Whoa.
Wagon.
Saber
Okay.
coming up with the new meta here. What's going on? So we shield the sage.
Although he might have grown too big. Yeah. What do we have in deck still?
Triss, Swears, Vilgefortz, Marching Orders.
The thing is, we can't really use Swears right now or anything else while he has Defender on, right?
Right.
That's the sad part. Maybe we just go for guard advantage, I don't know.
So we steal the defender.
I think it's time, yeah. Just steal the Defender.
And then just tourney joust this.
He might have some tile removal. I think we joust the smaller one, yeah.
Okay.
That way we play around better some like crazy stuff like
Oh, so he gives us more armor.
or anti-heat wave.
That's why the wagon's here?
Yeah, wagon is for more armor. Although, like, it's not a special, so his sword isn't bigger, but sure thing. The thing is, he still has double justice, right?
He passes. Okay. So we're
We
out.
get a pass. We're out, of course.
His oak's not going to be... Well, I guess he's still going to get double justice.
But, yeah.
We get to steal one. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
So we can only take one mulligan.
Yeah, it's assassination.
And we stop there, huh?
And we have Vilga in deck, right?
Yeah.
And we should always get it. Yeah, it's guaranteed, yeah.
So we finished.
Let's stop there, yeah.
And we just go with
Diplomacy, yeah.
Is there anyone here to whom I can entrust my
and
missive?
we just take the scout. Most points, right?
Yeah.
Now he plays...
You shall taste of your own medicine.
4 for 6.
So he plays Justice. Yep.
Yeah. Like, it's actually really bad that Vilgefortz is the last card in deck.
That's right, because he has... So we get to steal one of the 3. So we don't have to go up against the machine gun totally.
What is he doing? Is he playing around spheres? Really? With double marauders? Oh no. He isn't.
No. So we get to steal one of those now, right?
Of course. That's the best spheres you're gonna get.
Up to it, knaves!
Alright. So he didn't stack. So he doesn't have oak. Okay, that's good.
Wait, what? He used the spores against hand buff Nilfgaard. What?
So
What
we
a
just
crazy lad.
we just go war council right now, huh? Or no, we go
No.
we just
The
go to
thing is-
Tharcithius, right?
Yeah, this is the part I like least about Hyperthin when Vilgefortz is in your deck. Go for 50-50, but yeah, we might as well do it.
There will be
He used spores already, so just
We just kill this, huh?
Yep, why not?
Target acquired.
Alright. Lightning. Okay. So now we
So-
go Triss.
Will he have something bigger than 5? I think so. The thing is, if he has Oak, we should keep Triss and play Yen now. Although, if we kill something... No, we kill the Dwarf, that's a 5, so... That takes 1 point from his Oak.
So we go Triss.
Yeah, we might as well go Triss.
I'll do what I can.
We get to kill Dwarf regardless, so... His Oak isn't even that great, and his Oak will probably will yeah.
There's his gourd for 13.
That's perfectly fine. So we just high roll Yen, like good players.
There'll be nothing to pick
Hey.
up when I'm done with you.
We hit Scout, right?
Yep. And I think that's a win.
So is Oak's 8 and 2, 10. Heat Wave.
Orders left queen.
Perfect.
So we got Vilgefort's range throw, right?
Vilgefort's ranged on the dwarf, and that's
Quite the menial task.
that's all she wrote.
Nice.
So
Show match against Saber. Very cool. Very cool.
yeah.
Let's try one. There you go, man. Hey, if you could beat Saber with this with this list, the list is legit. Let's try one more.
Yeah. We can even counter the super. Practice fast in rank 1.
Right. All right. So here we go.
Patience is not a virtue.
Mystic
I am known to
Echo.
have.
The unstoppable object versus the immovable force. So we always drop prep, right?
We should drop the brigade
First. Then
first, and prep. Yeah.
we drop the remedy.
Yeah, remedy round 1 is not very good. Yeah, seems like workable hand.
So we just start off with Vigo.
Yep, that's the only way I can see.
Any preferred row or?
I don't think against Squirtle it matters much. Unless you could play it back row just to play around random surrender, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
right.
All right. And do we keep the diviner for the defender? It doesn't really matter, huh?
Well, it depends if it's a dwarf list or it's a harmony list. Harmony might run poisons, and if he plays defender, we might just steal it, so it's no big deal.
So we just play the diviner then. We don't want to yoink. We don't want to use Swears for 1, right? Because that's currently what marching orders is pulling.
Yeah. Let's go for the synergy and start with the diviner. On a back row. Because we might play some assimilates with Menno,
Yeah.
just to clear our deck out and divine. So it's a dwarf list.
Yep. For
Good
sure.
to know.
For sure. So now we go Menno.
Yeah, Menno, I think, into the crate.
Just diplomacy, right?
Diplomacy, yeah.
The Empire will be victorious.
And see. We thin our deck out, and
what I
while
have
we
to
have
say.
synergy, we might as well do it. So
Shield, poison, or
I
melee.
think killing one of the dwarfs is always a good thing against dwarf deck. So Archer on the back row seems like a
I
decent
never
option.
miss.
Do we TA or no?
I think we do on the 6, just so we have an option to get out. The thing is, we can't pass against dwarfs. Oh,
He passed for us, so that's good.
So we really need to find our
Yeah.
big boys. Yeah, elite. That's what I'm talking about.
Do we hang on to the Tibor? We keep it in hand, right? So we can mulligan it last round.
I think we have to push this round, so you might as well
All right. Drop a remedy.
double remedy is, well, of course we could like resurrect some dwarves, but let's drop one. Yeah, sure.
Spheres.
It's nice.
So we just drop the Venendal.
So yeah, we start with elite. And like we don't care if we go a card down, as long as it's like a 5 or 6 card round 3. We should be good against dwarves. So what does marching orders are pulling? Right
The
now?
Venendal.
Perfect.
So we go for it.
Of course. Thinning plus points. Sounds good to me. So we put a little bit of pressure on him.
So if he does go Mystic Echo this round, we got one answer here. Here it is. Okay, so is it...
It depends, like if he plays these guys, Berserkers.
We steal one, right? With Spheres?
I think we steal one as soon as possible, yeah.
Come on,
Just to not
we ride.
get down in tempo.
And why do you play it back there? Like, he wants to
Yeah,
stack,
he
right?
should draw. He should draw stack exactly.
He's playing both.
He's giving up the leader, and he's still a card down, right? Oh no,
We're a card down right now.
Oh well, he will play another card, sure. But...
He played Gabor back row, so he's not a greedy friend.
Oh, good mother.
Is this our
Wow.
out? No, we can't get out. He just passes and passes us.
Well, right now we might just as well be the bleeding friends. I think we get rid of the joust and assassination and just accept we're going card down.
So we joust the Berserker, right?
Yeah, we joust the Berserker.
The 4 armor, right?
Depends. Well, we could kill with 2 armor,
And
because then we can resurrect it with the remedy if we want to.
all right.
And that's one less dwarf on his board, so his other dwarfs get less value.
Right. Then we could kill this one next. No. Ooh.
So we just killed the other smaller dwarf with assassination.
Alright.
Because I don't think like we could tempo out and try to get our card back, but I don't think that's worth it. So what's in our deck?
We got Vilgefortz, Tibor.
Yeah, if he had Wilg in hand, we could really
Vitality.
sword, but
The forest holds many secrets.
Vitality.
So we just res a dwarf.
The question is, do we need like, do we keep bleeding him? Hmm.
I mean, if we Vilgefortz this, or we want to Vilgefortz to 13 for ourselves, right? He might lose his Oak if we Vilgefortz that. But that means we have to get that card, so...
Yeah, it's not guaranteed. I think well, usually the shorter the round, the better, so we might as well play Remedy.
Egreto dum anime est, bes est.
Hit the 1.
I mean, what has he got left?
Nice. I mean, he lost his leader. That's only a buff of 2.
Get the move on, lads. Look alive.
Yeah. Well, he's not giving us a good leader. Well, I don't think being 12 points down, we should, like, waste our T-board. So I think that's a pass.
Okay.
I think we've played enough.
Yeah, I mean, he used his leader. We still got our leader, so we're kind of uneven.
Yeah, I think like one card is worth 12 points, which we possibly get from leader. So
Alright.
we mulligan Decree, no, mulligan T-board, of course. And do we have any other units for Decree?
No, I don't believe so.
Yeah, we don't. So we mulligan just I would mulligan Trees.
Alright. So we just hit that, so he doesn't get the double.
Right, come on! Who's fast?
Oh,
Or do we yoink that?
but then we don't have anything to, like... I think he won't have any tall units. I think we just go Decree for Trees.
So we just go decree.
Yeah, so that enables our Zartisius and Yennefer. It would be a good yoink, but like right now we can play all our proactive valuable cards.
And we still got a diplomacy, possibly.
Yeah.
So we yoink that, huh? Or do we just...
Fighting me is like snogging a hedgehog's ass.
Yeah, I think we yoink that, yeah.
And then War Council to possibly kill one with a Tourney Joust? That'll make his Monroe worse. If he hasn't played Monroe yet.
Yeah, that's generally a good idea.
So we're yoinking the 4.
Yeah, we're yoinking the 4 and then just playing and kill one of them with Joust, yeah. It's worth it if he has Monroe.
Yeah, he hasn't played it yet. Then we just yoink a... Is it worth it to get a Berserker? Or is it... That's probably the best one. Or do we go Marauder? There's the Monroe. So we got one out of it.
Might be none too tall, but I crack skulls as well as any other.
The thing's just going to hit armor. So do we just take the Marauder?
I think we take the Marauder, yeah.
A highly curious case.
Or do we take the
No.
Enchantress?
Why Enchantress?
Oh, it doesn't have... nothing has armor, really.
No. I think it's we just take the Berserker.
We take the Berserker?
Yeah, sure. So it can tank the armor and probably snipe one of his dwarves. So that's nice. Now we can probably kill him next turn with the ass.
We can just kill that then.
We can't really kill that, but...
So we kill the Enchantress for the Oak, right?
Yep, sounds like a plan.
I never miss.
So he's got Oak, a 4-point guard.
What?
Yeah, that's a sad guard.
Poison.
I think we might just roll Yen onto the defender.
It gives him a
Guarantee
better
for-
oak, though, doesn't it?
What exactly? What do you mean?
Well, he has to target the defender.
Oh, defender.
Right? So we put it on Berserker, right?
That's smart. I can say that. Yeah, sure.
All right.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
Yeah, because then his oak. I mean, his oak gets full value, but he's not hitting the big guy.
Yeah.
Call the forest into oak. Yep. So we just start Theseus.
Yeah, we exalt Theseus, like, I don't think it matters which row. Well, might go
I never
back to
err
sure.
in my predictions.
We low-rolled, but it's fine.
Oh, barbarian.
Tempering,
Bow
right?
low.
Or trap. Tempering is 5. Trap is
2, 4, 6,
yeah.
7.
I think trap is always better. And so now he even can't roll stack if he has one more dwarf hand. Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Oh, we go.
We go defensively onto the. Depends who you want to kill. Are you a Tris person or a Yen person?
Oh, I'm a Yen person or a Triss person. So we go ranged, right?
We go ranged onto Yen. And we pull Tibor out,
State
and
stars reflected in a
that should be
pond
it.
for the night sky.
Yeah, it flips.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm a fan, dude. I'm a fan.
Yeah. Against Harmony it's a little bit tougher, but against dwarves, like even a card down
Yeah,
in
because
short round, they don't have the points.
yeah, they need that echo in round 2 to tempo out. But hey, that's the video
Yeah.
for today, guys. McPoyle, awesome job, man. I'm a huge fan of Hyperthin, so I'm glad that someone's playing it. You know, you and who else?
Well,
Never
mostly me and Hood and some other people from Russian community.
I got you.
I think they prefer this type of list and consistency.
Right.
So it's good to see.
Yeah. I remember when Hannah Chan was still around. Everybody from he's from China.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody played Neckers from China. So I get it. But that's the list for today, guys. Definitely check out teamleviathangamingtlg.com. Probably some more new stuff coming out this week. We'll see. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, McPoyle, for recording. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, goodbye.